my classroom. That's right. We're finally doing a classroom tour. I got the last like big item that I'm planning on getting this year for my classroom yesterday. My husband and I came in and put it together, and so I feel like now's the time that I can do a classroom tour for you guys. So I'm at my door right now, so I'll turn the camera around, just kind of pan the room so you can see things, and I'll go around and just show you what's in my classroom. Here she is. Okay, so we'll kind of just go around the room and I will show you everything that's here. So the very first thing I have right here when you walk in is this board. I got this from Target and just repainted the clips to match my room. And then I got these hall passes from Amazon. So one just says hall pass, then there's a boys one and a girls one. I really like them because they're magnetic, and I've told the students to just put them on the stall outside of the bathroom that they're using and then wash their hands and then grab them to put them here so that they don't get like as dirty as most bathroom passes do. Then when we move over here, we have 3 of these bar tables. These are the things that we set up last night. So they are standing height, so students can come over here and stand and do work. At every single table, I do have one of these caddies that has pencils, highlighters, and glue. I do have other supplies that they can use, but if they're in my math class, those are the ones that they'll need the most, and these are open to them to use during math. And then with these, there are also 2 stools with each of them, and so they can sit on the stools and use the table, or they can stand and use the table. It's up to them what they want to do. I really wanted flexible seating, and so I purchased stuff to do flexible seating, and I have 3 of these tables, and so that's one of the things that I purchased for it. So I'm just putting the stool back under. I also like it because they can sit like on the stand over here, so if they are in my math class and they're wanting to sit here, I would rather them sit like on this side, and then so they're able to see the board instead of having their back to the board. So I made sure to space out the tables so that was possible for them. And then you come over here, and this is my growth mindset gallery wall, so it just says growth mindset up there. And then these are just a bunch of different quotes that I got off of TPT. I printed them and then I put them in some frames from Walmart and I hung them up there. The growth mindset, I got those letters from Hobby Lobby and then painted them to go with my room. So then, like I said, we have, so table 1, 2, same caddy type thing, and then there's a table 3. I also have, I feel like this is kind of important, I have 2 of these fans in my room. There's no air conditioning in this room. I don't think there's air conditioning in most of this building. It is an older building, and so we're not blessed with air conditioning, and so it gets really hot. In the morning it's okay, and actually yesterday after I got the second fan, I was actually a little bit chilly in the morning, but by the end of the day I was burning hot. So the sweater will come off eventually today. As we move along, I did make this classroom rules poster, and then I just put it in a frame again from Walmart. It just says respect for staff, respect for peers, and respect for self. We spent the first week going over the respect and growth mindset and stuff like that, because growth mindset really ties into respect for self, and that you respect yourself to be able to learn and grow and stuff like that. So there's that. Then there is it's kind of like my daily board. So we have our homework section, which doesn't have anything on it. I'll have something on tomorrow on there. And then our objectives of what we are learning. It's been the same thing for the last few days. The bell ringer. Yesterday we went over 2-step equations or multi-step equations, and so that's right there. And then today is, so it's the date, and then the agenda, which I also put what they will need that day. This board right here, I don't usually write on it with my dry erase markers because I have a short throw. So that's like a smart board, only it's projected onto an actual whiteboard. And so I have a special pen that goes with that and stuff like for that. Then right here is my magical cart. I love this cart. It doesn't really go with my color scheme, but that's okay. I love it because I've labeled these big drawers days of the week, and so I already have this in there for Monday, which it may not be on Monday that we do this, but I do have it, so it's a quiz. And so when I make copies for the week, I just go ahead and put all my copies in there. So like right now I could get out Thursday's copies, which we might get to this worksheet. We have to finish notes from yesterday and then do 1.2 continued, which is a lot just of like word problems and stuff like that. So I'll get those out because those are today's things. And then there's Friday. And then I have like expo markers, a drawer full of expo markers, and bigger ones, smaller ones. I actually got these from a Donors Choose project. I got some whiteboards that came with markers and erasers, and I just figured this was the best place to put them. Then just regular markers, colored pencils, crayons, pencils, highlighters, scissors, glue. There's scrap paper there too, and rulers would be on the bottom if I had rulers. I don't have rulers yet. So that's everything in that cart. On top of the cart, there is a jar of Tootsies. I use those for participation, and possibly at the end of class if they have like worked really hard, they can come up and get a Tootsie. So this is my teacher desk. It's actually really clean right now compared to most of the day time. So this roll of tickets here, this is another reward system that I do. So every day students get tickets. If they start to do things that they're not supposed to do, I take away the tickets. And then on Fridays we have drawings for candy and stuff like that in here. So I think today's the last day that I'm going to use the ones from like weeks before, and I'm going to throw them away. Because we're in like a new month kind of a thing. So I'm just going to put period ones out. And then there is my computer right here. On this back wall over here, I do have a voice level like light system, only it's not like silent whisper and stuff like that. It's more, you know, you're silent, and then there's partner voices, which is whispering. We've gone over this. Small group, which is normal talking, and then a whole group you might have to be a little bit louder, but I did emphasize that there's never a time to have outdoor voices in here. And then I have just some pictures. I feel like this wall is like really blank. That's the bell schedule. And then all the way up here I have my name again with those letters from Hobby Lobby, and that is a clock that I made a few years ago that just really fit this room, and so I brought it in here. So there's that. Over here I have some dirty dishes I need to wash, my teacher's toolbox, my phone, and then just this hot mess that I haven't really gotten to really figure out how I want to organize it. I do have a ukulele in here that I sometimes play. This is my filing cabinet. It houses candy in the bottom drawer, and it houses all my IEP stuff in here. All my curriculum stuff that I'm making is in my desk drawer. So I'm starting to sort it out by the week. And so I'm hoping I can fit a year's worth of curriculum in there. So let's move out from behind the desk. And I'll show you this part of the room right here. Okay, so we have 3 tables. There are 4 chairs or 4 seating spots at each table. And so I will kind of go over, I'm not going to show you every single table, I'll just go over. Again, we have our caddy. Right now what I have, things will change as the year goes on, but right now I got these from Donors Choose. So these are stools that wobble. These ones are great for the high school level because they can actually go up and down to meet the needs of like how tall or short students are. I might even be able to raise it all the way up, and let's actually see if I can raise it up. Yeah, if I rose that up all the way, they could even use that at the bar tables. So there's that, and then on some of my chairs, I do have, I have these flex bands on the bottom so that they can fidget with their feet with them. So those are 2 different seating options. And then I also have, which are not very popular, I have wobble cushions. And I'll show you those. I got these from Donors Choose as well. So the Donors Choose project, that was pretty much funded by family members, and I'm so grateful for it. So this is just like a wobble stool, only it's just a cushion that goes on just the chair. So those are the different seatings that I have right now. Like I said, things are going to change. I think at the end of the month, I'm going to purchase my yoga ball chair, office chairs, and so I'll have 4 of those in here. Eventually I want to get rid of all these blue chairs and get just chairs that I like, because I'm extra like that. So let's look over here. I have my diffuser. It's a very mild scent. It's doTERRA's Citrus Bliss, but it smells like Arctic Circle in here this morning because we had Arctic Circle in here last night, so I needed to do something. So I have this desk at home. Underneath I have those like picture boxes, which if I need to make task cards as year goes on, they will be housed in there. Right now I have a growth mindset set of task cards in there, which I feel like I need to make a vinyl to like label it. This is the emergency bin. They haven't given me a new paper. It still has the old teacher's name on it, but that's okay. So I have all the drawers labeled. The top one is for protractors and compasses, dry erase pockets, algebra and fraction tiles, manipulatives, and snacks. On the top I have my turn-in bin, calculators. This is all like scratch paper, lined paper, graph paper, and bellwork paper. And then I have my stapler, my lone stapler right there. My microwave, paper cutter, that's right there. And then that's like little Apple calendar thing. And my pencil sharpeners on the other side of the microwave. On this side over here, I do have crayons. These are the crayons that they are able to use if they need crayons, because they are in like individual crayon boxes in here, so they can use those. I also have a few card games right now. I want to get more. Eating utensils, that's more for me. I have forks, knives, spoons, a plate, a bowl in there, a sponge, dish soap so I can wash my stuff. My Polaroid camera stuff is in that drawer, and on the bottom it says cleaning. I don't have anything in there yet. Eventually I'm going to be purchasing some more Norwex cloths, and that will be housed in there. Then we have, I'm not going to get too close so you guys can't see the photos. We have our classroom family board. I have taken some photos of the classroom, and they are on the classroom family board. This is just a calendar. I got this from a YouTube person. Actually, I think I got this from a friend. After I posted my wish list on Amazon on Instagram. But this is just all the activities that are taking place in the month of September at our school. They're up here, so if they want to go to a game or they want to know if what's going on that day at the school, this is what's going on. And then this is my mini fridge, which is kind of big, but I like it. It has a freezer, a separate freezer section, and a fridge section. I really like it. And then we have another fan. And then this, I love this section. I don't sit here very often, but I absolutely love this section. So I have my 2 armchairs and a little coffee table, again, a caddy with writing utensils. That paper, we have to decorate my door for homecoming week, and so my flex class, I'm going to have them do that today. So there's that, and then this whole wall is covered with that paper that I absolutely love. It's called Better Than Bulletin. This, I need to get a bigger one, and I need to get it in letters that you can actually read, but just says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Right here, my son took his finger to it last night, and I need to update it. But I have a quote of the week that I just put up there if any students happen to look at it. I haven't gotten the time to actually like discuss any quotes with anyone. Behind that, this is where I keep my paper for Anchor charts if I need to make any. They're just on command hooks back there. And then this is where I store a tripod, and that's one of my Anchor charts. So this shelf right here, up high is the tissues and another thing of hand sanitizer. Those are extra graph paper and extra composition notebooks. These are our math books that we don't really use, but we need to have in here. Folders. These are the whiteboards that I got from a Donor's Choose project that came with those wobble cushions and the wobble stools. So these are, I have a classroom set. There's only 12, but that's all I need for my classroom. And then this is a place for students to keep their stuff. So that's first period, third period, and fifth period, where they keep, if they want their folders or their composition notebooks, that's a place that they can keep their stuff. And then I have my bookcases that I need to fill up with more books, especially at the high school level, kind of a thing. Up top is just some random storage things. And then we're coming around to like the end of the tour. This is the last shelf, which it's just, I ignore this section. I really need to just get rid of all those binders and get rid of pretty much almost everything that's on here, because I don't need it, and I need to figure out what I want to do with it, if I even want to keep it. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting rid of all of this next year and getting like almost like a china cabinet kind of a thing to store the books and everything like that, so it looks better. And then I have my garbage can, recycling can, and then right here this is attendance, so I use that to take attendance before I submit it on the computer. So that is my classroom. Like I said, it's small, and my whole thing is flexible seating in here. There are no assigned seats, so students can sit anywhere they want. If they do abuse that privilege, like they're talking or anything like that, I do move students. I have done that already. But they can sit wherever they want, because I want them to learn the best place and the best kind of seating that suits them. I have a student who's learned that those wobble stools are not for her because she gets dizzy, and so I love that they're able to like explore those things and really figure out what's best for them. Other students, they love them and they need them. So, but again, that is my classroom. I'll do one more last like pan of the room, and then I will let you guys go. So I will see you guys in my next video.